Okay.
Well, as long as there's one.
One, that's okay.
Very close to that wallaby.
You hit it? Oh no. Yeah, just after you get it. Want to do it when we go along?
Mama, 怎么不我行？我这样有他们走。
There must be a wonder place.
We'll get one. I'm sure it'll go into it.
Oh, she's getting big. Harry, come on, look.
Mom!
It's growing up, look.
That's the baby one, Harry.
food found enough, it's gone everywhere.
It's going like the water now. It's in the water. I want to in the look, one's in the water. It comes out now. No, they were in the water. They were in the water. But then they all came out. Look. Oh, look. It's a baby one.
That's your friend with caution.
Kind of on route, isn't it?
See from quite a distance whether a male is going to be very, very strong or not. The more testosterone they've got, the stronger they are. It also means that other males that might want to come in and fight can also see how strong he is and see whether it's maybe worth actually getting in a fight with him, or whether it's maybe best to miss out fighting him because he looks as if he's probably going to be stronger than you. Now, male lions are going to be coming in all the time and fighting whoever has the pride. Male lions don't hold prides for very long, to be honest. Maybe 3 months, 6 months, if they're really good, 9 months, a year. Well, am I going to stand my ground? And if I am, what am I going to do? Or am I actually just going to make a runner for it? And in that case, I've got a few seconds to, get ahead of that other male lion. So yeah, has got quite a few uses. The other thing is, having all that hair on your body out in Africa, it's a lot of effort, a lot of energy.
He saw a Chinese water deer where it shouldn't be, and he literally just ran at it full pelt. He was like, ah! And waving his trunk. You poser! You posing. I'm not even going to bother saying anything else about him now. I'm just going to watch it. He's a little jester. He's actually... If anyone watched, there's been on the zoo, on the programme that we have on ITV, there was a whole segment about how they're training him to walk trunk to tail so he can go out and walks around the zoo with the rest of the elephants. He can't do that. The programme lied to you. He's too naughty. This is combined with the fact that Karishma is a very kind of easygoing mum. And when I say easygoing, I mean mildly neglectful. Like, she'll literally just be like, yeah, go do what you want. And it's at that age, it's her job. If he starts to walk away, she needs to go, no, you're walking with us, and tell him off and get him in line. But she doesn't. She just goes, oh, you want to go knock over a bin? Off you go then, I'll see you later. Yeah, bye. She's really not bothered. She's a good mother, but in the same way, she's kind of rubbish. But you've got Aziza over there that dotes on baby Scott. She's like the best mum in the whole world. I don't know how Scott's going to deal with the new baby brother or sister.
And actually breed with her. Now, Botsman kind of doesn't really understand this and gets very, very offended when Anna decides to smack him around the face. A bit like, why are you smacking me around the face? I did not.
If any of you have ever lived with a young man, if you've been at university or something like that, you kind of, even if they're a little bit fit, you see all the disgusting habits that they have and you don't want anything to do with that anymore. It's exactly what cheetahs do. They get to that point when they're just like, oh no, I don't fancy anymore. And they look at each other more as siblings rather than potential mates. And they won't mate. So they're very...
They look quite disgusting, actually. I really like this time of day. I think I've already got them anyway. I've got a feeling that the Prince in Dubai has a small group of those. That's what a conservation area is, as you drive out towards Big Road. Must come and see those lads.
So the keepers will bung a lot of straw in here and they can actually change their straw around. Now, so I don't know if anyone saw Coco come up to the glass. See, the keepers are wandering out, so they know that probably means food or something's going on and they want to know what it's like, what's going on. So that's why they're a bit on edge this morning. They'll be running out, probably causing a lot of havoc. So yeah, I mentioned fantastic, and we have one of our keepers come in. So our keeper will do all of the interacting through these bars. People often ask whether we ever go in with our chimpanzees. Check you out. So you can see Grant here as well with Perry now. So Grant has a really fantastic bond with some of our keepers because obviously they give him just that bit of extra care. Perry's having, yeah, a little bit of a tug of war going on there. Coco, she's having a proper look at everyone this morning.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so now then.
Alright, so we're lucky enough to have one of our Wolverines out this morning. Here we have Kaya, she's our female Wolverine. So she's very happy to see you because it means that she's getting a treat. She's getting a little bit of food from us. So hands up and be honest. Now, can anybody guess what these guys are this animal? You'll see that they're trying to run around up and down, that they have these massive paws. Now these guys have come from the northern hemisphere, so often there's quite a lot of snow cover on the floor. That means they can use these really big paws to their advantage, as they kind of act a bit like a snow boot. So whilst they'll chase the moose into a very high snowdrift, and the moose is kind of plodding through there, this Wolverine,
One is to the left hand side, or two to the left hand side, they swing for Wellington and Winslow. If you ever want to show off to people when you're up here, you see two bears, always Wellington and Winslow. There's one bear, it's always windy. People are like, oh, I can tell them all apart. It's fine. To be honest, these are identical twins. It's only the keepers that work with them all the time that can actually tell them two apart. Yeah, if there's two, the twins. twins, one Wendy. Now Wendy is an older bear, so she's always a bit slower than the rest of them. She's always the last out for breakfast, so yeah. Well, in certain countries across Europe. They have just been reintroduced into the south of France, so yeah, they're doing really, really well out there. Fantastic. Now this is one of our oldest bear enclosures. It was designed in the 1930s, exactly where the food was, and knew it was in that bucket. And their smell is absolutely brilliant. Apparently it's about 100 times our smell. So imagine how much they can smell around this area. Would be a bit intense, to be honest. It's also getting them up and foraging around. They're not going to find every single piece of fruit and veg that we throw in there. So this afternoon when they're wandering around, they might be feeling a bit peckish. They might come across a bit of pear or a bit of apple, and they will be grateful that you guys chucked it away from them rather than them just sit and gorge and eat that way. Now they are natural hunters as well, so if there is any small rabbits, mice that come into this enclosure, they don't come out. They are very speedy when they want to be. So don't be fooled by this slow wandering bear. If there is something in there that they want, they will go for it. Now they also get a lot of protein from things like insects. So you'll notice along here where there's bits of grass that have been pulled up, and that's where there's been ants' nests underneath. And they'll also go for things like the honey pot. So there's the famous Winnie the Pooh that absolutely loves honey. He's actually not going for the honey. It's kind of a bit of a twisted in the Olympic swimming team. Also climb as well. So they can do pretty much everything. Then if a rabbit sort of goes down into the burrow, they can then just push the burrow in and put their paw down and get the rabbit out. So yeah, incredible animals. Now, we have a whole hibernation though because they know we're always around. So what they'll do, it sounds like a perfect winter to be honest, I would love to do this. They wake up in the morning, they get their breakfast, and then they sleep for the rest of the day. How good does that sound? The only reason why they would go into a hibernation out in the wild is because they lose out on food. Food will disappear. So they would literally bulk up as much as they can, goes around within their bodies. Also, the females will be pregnant at this point. They give birth still while they're asleep. So she is completely oblivious of what is going on. She'll give birth to maybe 3 or 4 cubs that weigh about 450 grams.
To their meal this morning, you will notice they do like to leave the healthy bits to the end. They've all got their favourites. I think it's just like us leaving the broccoli right at the end of a roast dinner. Now, to learn a little bit about our lemur's behaviour, I'm going to need your help this morning, but I'm also going to introduce you now to a very special lemur. We have our stunt lemur, Winston, here this morning. Give him a wave. Good morning, Winston. And he's going to help us find out about what the lemurs might get up to, both here at Whipsnade and out in the wild as well. So like I said, I'm going to need your help. So hands up if you'd like to be a volunteer this morning. I have got a bag of lemur objects that's going to help us find out about our lemurs. So dig your hand deep down into the bag, pick out one of the objects for me. Oh, it's a long one there. Take a look at Winston. On their wrists, they have got a black gland. This is a scent gland, and it excretes a very disgusting smelling smell. Do not worry. Luckily for us, we don't have to put up with the smell. It is only the lemurs that can smell it. And what they do with those scent glands is... Who would like to help out and be the next volunteer? Brilliant. I can see some hands going up. So again, if you dig your hand deep down into the bag, pick out an object, and then hold it up nice and high so everyone can see it. What have you got in there? Ah, we've got sun cream. I think we might need that this morning and today by the looks of things. Now this sun cream represents the lemur's very funny sunbathing pose. Their bottoms onto the floor, bellies out to the sky to warm up that thin fur on their bellies. They hold their arms to the side and soak up those lovely sunshine rays. And one of our lemurs, Gizmo, very easy to spot as he has the rather adorable habit of sunbathing with his little pinky fingers out to the side in true meditating style. It's really very sweet indeed. Now I've got a couple more objects in this bag, so hands up. Who wants to be the next volunteer this morning? Oh, I can see someone up there who's got their hand up really nice and high. Just over there, little girl up there.
Oh, you can so I bet you
can see with the sunshine today. Right, so next up, dig your hand deep down in there, see what we've got left.
Feel at a loss.